Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos un día más. Os hablo desde la penumbra, como podéis ver, oscuridad absoluta. Vamos a continuar un día más con The Council, donde lo habíamos dejado, que es reconstruyendo la secuencia de los recuerdos de Sir Holm. A ver si así podemos salvarlo de la muerte. Así que vamos adelante con ello. A ver, porque no recuerdo ni dónde lo habíamos dejado. Vamos a volver al principio aquí. Vale, estamos en el último vídeo. Aquella secuencia decían que era la segunda. A ver. Escuchar todo el recuerdo. Analizar.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared yet. The poor wretch was shocked his sister was setting foot
Emma no
on the
había
island.
desaparecido aún, con lo cual este no puede ser. Podría ser el primer recuerdo. Sigamos. A ver. Escuchar.
France, so much effort, so much wasted time. From Charles Martel to the wars of religion, I simply did not consider Protestantism to be a real threat, and that was my greatest mistake. My faith in Father and the Catholic Church that he administered made me blind. I can see that now. I lost France through 100 years of war. It was a trap right from the start. It was a trap right from the start. At the previous conference 3
Desde el
years ago, I'm
principio.
sure he already knew I would bring the Hillsborough sisters here. He knew it. He knew it. He already knew they were his daughters.
Uy, este no nos cuesta nada, cojonudo.
Previous conference? That's when Mortimer started putting his plan into action. That's how this whole thing began.
Vale, o sea, tiene que ser este entonces por nariz. Vale, seguimos recuerdo.
Previous conference 3 years ago, I'm sure he already knew I would bring
This is
the
the
Hillsborough
first event that brought home here. Oh yeah, I'm on the right track.
Vale, bien. Bien deducido. O sea, si es hermanas Hillsborough, tienen que ser las gemelas. Y de las gemelas había más cuadros que trataban de ellas por aquí, ¿no? Este no iba sobre ellas, también comentaban algo. Este y aquel del fondo, si mal no recuerdo, también. Este algo decía también. Aquí está, no sé qué de Emily, a ver.
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find her sister, whereas Emma hadn't even disappeared.
No había desaparecido, o sea que tienen que estar las dos juntas, con lo cual este debería de ser el segundo, yo creo. No quiero... ¿Qué pasa si le doy así sin más?
He allowed me to bring Emily back again to this conference, supposedly to find
I'm on the
her
right track here.
De puta madre. Ahorrándonos puntines, que falta nos hacen. Que por aquí no habrá algo de miel o así, ¿no? Caray. Vale, tenemos 2 recuerdos. Y no nos dicen cuántos recuerdos tenemos que tener, ni hostias en vinagre. O sea, cojonudo. Vale, a ver, tercer recuerdo. Este... ¿De qué cojones va? Y la guinda del pastel. No. Si es la guinda, esto... Ya solo por comentario, igual este es... igual ese es el último recuerdo. Guinda del pastel, puede ser. ¿Esto qué es? A ver.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
Vale, no nos cuesta nada, a ver.
This is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily? Louis de Richet. his son. He brings his 4 children together, and even then I didn't react.
¿Qué dice? Que igual
This
hay...
is about my arrival, as well as Emily's. There must be an earlier memory that talks about my sisters.
O sea, que este igual es el cuarto y tiene que haber un tercero entonces. Si yo entendí bien. Este es como que es el último.
He allowed me to bring Emily
Ese es el...
to this conference.
No, aquello es Francia, con lo cual ese de Francia no tiene nada que ver. Y para el otro lado irán sobre las hermanas también. Dios, este es un puta mierda de puzzles, me cago en la hostia. ¿Y qué pasa si le damos aquí? No es. Voy a probar a darle igualmente, a ver.
And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time? And coincidentally, who arrives at the same time as Emily?
I'm getting closer to him.
Hay que joderse, hijos de puta. ¿Y para qué coño me dices, puto retrasado, que tiene que haber otro recuerdo anterior? La madre que lo parió. Vale, por allí, por aquí parece que están hablando todo el rato de Emily. Y este en teoría tiene que ser el último, si dice lo de la guinda del pastel. Parece que los recuerdos van relacionados con las hermanas Hillsborough. Con Emma y Elizabeth, no, ¿cómo se llamaba la otra fulana? Emma y Emily. Emma y Emily. Y parece que van por ahí los tiros. Aquello es como, como que va de otra cosa, ¿no? Lo de Francia, por ejemplo, este cuadro tampoco en teoría tiene nada que ver, porque no está relacionado con esto. Así que este de Francia en teoría no tiene nada que ver con esto. Vamos a seguir por aquí, a ver. Aquel no se puede llegar, solo desde allá. ¿Esto de qué coño va a ver?
I recalled Sparta.
Esparta. Esto no tiene nada que ver con las hermanas. Aquí no hay nada. ¿Y esto qué?
And when Elizabeth
Elizabeth desapareció. Ah, este puede ser el siguiente. A ver. Analizamos recuerdo.
Elizabeth's presence was crucial for home. If she was still here, he'd still be alive. This memory is important without a shadow of a doubt. It took place after my arrival with
Pero esto es Elizabeth, ya no es Emily. Bueno, así de ahí hablo de Emily. Vamos a probar, a ver. Seguir este recuerdo.
he cut me off from our father, and I didn't say a word. And when Elizabeth disappeared,
Cojonuten. El caso es, ¿cuántos putos recuerdos nos van a hacer falta? Porque me está tocando los huevos esto, la verdad. Qué mierda. Aquí no hay nada para saquear, ¿no?
he feeds.
No quiero gastar puntos en putos cuadros. A ver, escucha, recuerda.
He feeds Louis, and I continue to see nothing. He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children, and Louis is only trying his best to get by. He doesn't realize he's being led to the slaughter.
¿Qué pasa si le doy a seguir un recuerdo? Es que no sé si este será. Si le doy a seguir el recuerdo, ¿me hará volver al inicio si fallo? ¿O nos meterán penalización? Que son 3 puntos. Que esto valga 3 puntos, que no quiero gastar, pero que valga 3 puntos, igual debe ser bueno. No tengo miel y tampoco quiero gastar un punto ahí. Estos dos pueden venirme bien para una conversación. Voy a arriesgarme, a ver. Seguir este recuerdo.
He stuffed his poor son with an occult knowledge that we usually take months to give to our children.
Joder, buenísima. Buenísima, coño. Vale, me estoy acercando al final. Quinto recuerdo. O sea, el final sería aquel que nos quedaba para el otro lado, si es el de la guinda, suponiendo que sea el último. Que no sé si es el último. Pero es como que los... Por aquí no se... No, por ahí no se puede bajar. Es como que los otros no tienen absolutamente nada que ver. Porque esto, por ejemplo, de Francia no tiene nada que ver. Son como recuerdos desperdigados que no tienen que ver con parte de la trama, que se centra en, parece que en las gemelas, ¿no? Que ya lo habíamos cogido, creo que era este el último, si es el de la guinda. Y la guinda del pastel. En teoría este es el último. Si pone que nos estamos si dijo que nos estamos acercando al final, igual este finiquita. Analizar el recuerdo, a ver.
The blood that Mortimer used is deadly poison for a demon. Home won't survive it. Oh, it's over for him. He's finished.
And the cherry on the cake is I drank his cursed tea. He trapped me. He poisoned me to stop me from being able to leave this body.
Gracias, por favor, porque podría ser infernal este puto puzzle.
How could I not have seen it earlier? He's going to absorb me. The traitor! No one can stop him now. Hurry, Louis. I absolutely must see you before it's too late. You have managed to follow my thoughts. Come to me. Quickly.
Me va a absorber, dijo. Hostia, qué hijo de puta el otro. Emancipado, a ver. Un punto en psicología, ¿vale? Ahí lo tenemos.
Louis, hurry! He's coming!
What's happening?
I can sense him. He's here. He's trying to get inside me, Louis. William has completely lost his mind. He's getting ready to pull out all the stops. He's going to devour my mind, Louis. I'm not going to be able to stop him.
Louis, you are here. I sense your presence.
What? But he can't even see me.
Congratulations, my son. You have succeeded in joining us.
Louis, don't let him draw you in there. You are signing your death warrant if you decide to follow him. I won't be there to protect you.
It's over, my son. We have won. A new order can be born.
Louis, I'm so weak. I can feel him entering. I can no longer keep him out. He's coming.
¿Qué pasa? Nos dará por... Que no sé. O sea, a este punto este tío está muy débil. No sé si se puede hacer nada. No sé por dónde tirar, la verdad.
You can still do something, Louis. Don't let him get away with all this so easily. I implore you.
Buah. ¿Voy a seguir a Mortimer o no creo en él ni en Mortimer? Decisiones. No creo en él ni en Mortimer. Es que como no... Este fulano me puede matar. Si no... Este está jodidísimo ya. Las cosas como son. O sea, ya está a tomar por culo. Con pie en medio de la tumba. Este tío está por absorberlo, con lo cual va a ganar más poder. Si digo no creo en él, o sea, en Holm y en Mortimer, me quedo solísimo. Y solísimo es tener que enfrentarme a este paisano. Que entiendo que no hay combates ni nada, pero... Igual hay una opción o algo en la trama que de repente me manda a tomar por culo. No sé qué hacer, ¿eh? ¿Qué pasa si le doy aquí? A ver.
Look at yourself, Uncle. You're just as bad as he is. Despite being centuries old, and despite all the wisdom you should have acquired, I don't believe in you. Nor do I believe in him. You can count on me to do my utmost so that neither of you will succeed in your plans.
Louis, it's over for me. It's up to you now to protect our family. Find your sister, Louis. She'll know what to do.
What are you saying?
Find her.
It's over, brother. Don't fight it.
You will be punished for this.
Perhaps, but you won't be there to see it, will you?
You will be punished.
He elegido servir únicamente a los humanos. Oh. Vale. No he podido haber conocido el espíritu de Asael. ¿Quién coño es Asael? Bueno, me acabo de quedar loco con esta revelación. Vale, tenemos puntos para gastar. ¿En qué podemos gastarlos? Agilidad en este momento no me interesa demasiado. Inquisición. Vamos a meter en Inquisición, así inquisitivo al nivel 4. O sea, al nivel 4, al nivel 2, vaya. Lo de agilidad, bueno, sería para coger alguna cosa, pero en este punto ya es un poco irrelevante. Vale, y seguimos sin tener esto para ponerlo, con lo cual...
Where am I?
It's all right, son. Don't panic. It's over.
I'm back? Where are the guests?
I invited them to go up to their rooms. They're resting. Don't worry.
Gregory?
We won, Louis. It's over.
He's dead?
Definitively. Now the way is clear. At any rate, rejoice. Great things await
Sí,
us.
pero este ha absorbido al otro, con lo cual igual ahora conoce lo que hemos tratado.
I didn't see you use the Holy Lance.
Indeed not. I didn't need to. Can't you guess how I did it? The Lance of Longinus is just a vessel, Louis. It could have been any object that had the blood of Christ on it. The blood of an ancient, more precisely. But I didn't need the blood of an ancient. You see, I have been in dear Lord Mortimer's physical body for longer than my brother has been in Sir Gregory Holmes. Therefore, I am an ancient, Louis.
What happened in the ether?
I surpassed him.
What do you mean you surpassed him?
I made sure he was poisoned by my blood before our little chat. Remember the cup of tea in the dining room? I wagered that Gregory simply wouldn't be able to let it get cold. Old habits do die hard.
You put your blood in your tea?
And he put the hangman's rope round his own neck. Ironic, isn't it? Unable to extract himself from his physical body, it didn't take much time for me to absorb him. In any case, what's done is done. I'm going to rest in the dining room. Join me there when you're ready. The time has come to end this little antisocial gathering.
No doubt about it. This family is rotten to the marrow. I did right not to trust them. Home told me that my last resort was to find my sister. I hope Emma will be able to help me.
Qué peligro tiene el colega. Vale, reúnete con Lady Hillsborough en su habitación y pídele ayuda, o sea, con Emma. El libro, este es nuevo, ¿no? El libro de la caza, cojonudo. Vale, y lo de aquí. Vale, esto ya lo teníamos. Elixir dorado, siempre viene bien. Vale, a ver si tenemos más cosas para saquear, porque todo lo que sea hace falta. Tenemos que ir a habitación de Emily, o sea, hay que ir al segundo piso. Esto es la entrada. Puta manzana, que creí que era un poco de miel. Me cago en... Ay, 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 ay. Vale, vamos a ver la habitación. Espero, no, por aquí no es. Por aquí no es. Esta es la habitación de Emily. Emily / Emma. Reúnete con Lady Hillsborough, sí, es aquí.
I hope Emma is fully recovered. Emma, excuse me for turning up like...
Louis, your timing is perfect.
Había alguien en la
I'm
cama,
not so
un
sure.
cadáver tal vez.
Holmes is dead.
Killed by Mortimer?
How'd you know that?
Holmes. He warned me that it was probably going to happen.
Looks like she's better.
Louis, I have brought Emily back from the ether.
I beg your pardon?
It was the last thing Holmes did, as if to give us a chance of making it through. He guided me step by step just before he disappeared. Unfortunately, I could only bring her back in the body of a servant.
And how does she feel about it?
Right now, she's asleep next door. I must say that between that and all I had to tell her to sum up the situation, it was rather a lot to take in. But she should feel better soon. Let's just give her a bit more time. I don't want to rush you, but time is short. We are in great danger. When Holmes sensed his death was imminent, he warned me that we would be next.
It was to be expected.
But why attack us?
Que no quiero gastar puntos en esto, me cago en todo.
Good God! I know what he's thinking. He's obsessed with Cronus and Zeus.
That's true, but what's the connection?
He thinks he's both. Now one, now the other.
What do you mean?
Looking at the statue in the Great Hall, it's easy to imagine him as Zeus. And by doing away with his brother, he's about to start a war of the gods. I'll bet he's planning to attack his father, Emma. And besides that, he also thinks he's Cronus, devouring his children to ensure that none of his sons will turn against him.
In mythology, Kronos doesn't attack his daughters, if I remember rightly.
Are you serious? Do you really want to take that chance?
No, I was just saying. You can count on us. You wouldn't know how to defeat an ancient, child-eating, all-powerful demon, would you?
Well, believe it or not, he gave me the answer himself. We're gonna need the blood from a demon older than him. And it just so happens that I have the Holy Lance. It touched the blood of Christ.
What's the connection? You're not trying to say that Christ is...
I'll have to ask you to trust me on this one. Once this is over, we'll all have a few bones to pick, but for the time being...
All right, we'll follow you.
Good. Let's go then.
Are you sure you're ready? You are all right?
Yes, I feel a lot better. It's all a bit strange.
Sister, I believe we're ready for the end game.
No sé si fiarme de esa loca. Debería, seguro que no. Ve y enfréntate a Mortimer en el comedor. Vale. Uy, igual estamos al final del juego, ¿no? Aquí están las dos, vale. Mortimer, comedor, una moneda. Parece que no hay nada para coger. Arreando.
Louis, there you are. Look, she's better.
Perfect.
Good. Are you ready, Louis? Can we go?
Yes. Let's get it over with.
Louis, I've been expecting...
Oh, I see you haven't come alone.
To what do I owe the honor, Duchess?
I thought this discussion should concern the whole family.
Surprise, Father.
Emily, you brought her back from the ether. Well, I am impressed, my children.
It's over, Father.
We can't let you go on like this.
Enough!
Louis!
Who on earth do you think you are, for heaven's sake? Did you think I wouldn't know what you are planning? You are mere insects compared to me. You never had a chance.
Help! My head! Let's do it!
Now!
Ah, how dare you!
Keep going, it's working!
You creatures are pitiful. Tell me, Emma, are you sure you were right to bring your sister back in that grotesque body?
Vale, pero Mortimer... A ver si la vamos a liar aquí. Diario, Mortimer... Inmunidad, persuasión y a ciencias. Es inmune a esto, o sea que hay que tirar por aquí. Qué guarrada.
On the contrary, Emma, Emily will be able to exist by herself. Once she's changed bodies, you'll finally be able to live your own separate lives.
No more resentment or comparisons ever again.
You'll be free at last, Emma.
Perfect.
Emily, you have always been the dominant one, and you expect me to believe that you're now going to simply hand over your whole life's work? You can't fool me, my girl. I can read you like a book.
Vale, protocolo y distracción. Pero este pavo era inmune a protocolo, o sea, a distracción, ¿no? ¿Dónde está el cabroncete? Otra vez. Inmune a persuasión. Y a distracción. Vamos a tirar por aquí otra vez. No tengo para... No tengo más consumibles de... Elixir dorado. Revela temporalmente... Vale, y es el 3. ¿Por qué no me deja usarlo? Vale, es inmune a este. Estos no es inmune, con lo cual puedo utilizar cualquiera.
Emma, remember? Remember everything you shared together. Remember all the times you counted on each other. You were united like no one else can be.
Stay concentrated, Emma.
Count on me, sister.
Great. They're supporting each other. As long as Emma doesn't falter.
Emma, my dear daughter, let me help you. You have won. Look, you have it all. You are Duchess Hillsborough. You are rich. You are young, beautiful, influential. I'm so proud of you. You are the one I've been waiting for. You know what she's like. You know she harbors vengeance in her heart. She'll never let you have all this to yourself. Never. I beseech you. Let me help you. Let me protect you, darling.
Emma, he's a snake. Don't believe him. He doesn't love us.
Oh, speak for yourself, my son. Just because you are a great shame to me doesn't mean she is too. She is my masterpiece. No, he's lying.
Shut up. Why does it bother you so much that he could love me?
Emma, he's only trying to bring us down. Without you, we're lost.
You're jealous.
Go on then, Louis. Prove to me he's lying.
¿Qué cojones? ¿Qué cojones? Sí, pero aquí no tengo... Hostia, qué guarrada, tío. Quiere devorarnos. Recuerdo lo que nos dijo Holm. Emma, mírala, confía en su hermana. Sí, pero qué carajo, mírala si está mirando a otra persona. O sea, es que sí. Si está mirando ahí no podemos hacer nada. Porque tiene una máscara. Tiene una máscara y igual eso no sirve de absolutamente nada. Y quiere devorarnos. Recuerdo lo que nos dijo Holm. Ella igual no estaba ni ahí. Pero quiere devorarnos puede ser. Porque ella estaba delante. Uf, no sé qué hacer. Esto me tienta bastante, pero este también. Dios. Voy a tirar por aquí, venga.
Emma, look at her. Look at Emily. You know her. She knows you.
But
Go on. Look at her. It is her. She loves you. She's counting on you.
Emma, help us.
My sister.
Get him!
Louis, no!
No, don't do it.
over. You've lost.
No, no. No, stop! Oh. My son. You will regret your actions when you see him.
Come, Louis. It's over.
Let's leave.
Y ya está. Hostia, esto es muy Juego de Tronos, ¿eh? Puñalada trapera. Y ala, el rey de la noche al hoyo.
As Mortimer had planned, Napoleon Bonaparte sold Louisiana to the United States after purchasing it from Spain. Bonaparte continued his political and military ascension until he proclaimed himself emperor. He went on to invade a large part of Central Europe. The legend of Napoleon persisted after his death, conferring on the emperor the role of Messiah for France. Remaining very popular, George Washington put an end to the various internal rebellions without violence and re-established trade agreements with Great Britain. Upon his death, he became a national hero and left an entire nation in a state of mourning. On his return to Spain, Manuel Godoy proceeded to give Louisiana up to France. Later on, he became the target of the Crown Prince of Spain, Ferdinand VII. The latter gave no respite to his mother's lover, going as far as condemning him to exile. He confiscated all of Manuel's titles and possessions, as well as those of his mistress, Pepita. Pursued, they ended up living out their last years in France in poverty and anonymity. The influence von Wollner had over King Frederick William ironically ended up working against him. The sovereign thrust him into increasing repression until the end of his reign. Von Wollner became the object of the people's hatred, was therefore stripped of his titles and land by the new king, and died in poverty to general indifference in the Prussian countryside. The Duchess, enabling Great Britain to build closer ties with the United States, on both political and commercial fronts, was her last diplomatic feat. She gradually withdrew from the English court and had to retire in the country, supported by her ever-present friend, the author Jane Austen. Some say that the Duchess inspired Austen's novel Emma, which became a bestseller in 1816. No more was ever heard of Lord William Mortimer. His sudden disappearance was the subject of conversations in the European courts, but only for a few months.
No me ha llevado el ala Cid de vuelta al continente. Vaya, mira. Hemos derrotado a los Mortimer con la Santa Lanza. O sea que cogimos la lanza adecuada entonces. La derrotamos con nuestras hermanas. Nos hemos ido de la isla sano y salvo. O sea, eso significa que igual podríamos haber perdido algo. En plan una mano, un brazo. O igual incluso llegar a morir, ¿no? Como le pasó a nuestra madre, que al final no pudimos rescatarla del éter. Pues ya está, señores, señoras, hemos acabado The Council. Me ha gustado mucho, la verdad. Es un juego muy entretenido, con unos puzzles que a veces hacen darte de cabezazos, pero un juego muy, muy disfrutable, la verdad. Os lo recomiendo a todos. Si no sabéis dónde encontrarlo, tenéis el link mío de Instant Gaming para que podáis comprarlo al mejor precio. Así que nada, lo vamos a dejar por aquí ya, que llevamos media horita. Y empezaremos el próximo día con un nuevo juego que todavía no sé cuál será. Tengo que darle vueltas. Pero ya lo iremos viendo. Así que me despido. Hasta la próxima.